Welcome to the league. You're joining here today with your host, David Magid, and my co-host, the Solar Maverick, also known as Benoit Thanjan. And you give us 5 minutes, we're going to give you the latest in clean energy news. Just to get started here, we're going to talk about Ferc 2023. Ferc 2023 is being implemented May 2nd of 2024 within the New York wholesale market under NYISO. This is a huge deal for any project that is connecting to the wholesale market and is participating within NYISO. Under this Ferc Order 2023, all interconnection applications are now going to be accepted once a year through this cluster study process. And the cluster study process is one of the reasons why it's going to be so amazing once this is implemented is now this has created a limit, limiting the process, to close to about a year and a half, which is a very, very big deal, from the average time of interconnection, being three plus years for these types of projects. In the interim, most of the developers with projects in the interconnection queue, that progresses has not been significantly made on their projects are dealing, with lots of turbulence. All the interconnection queues are being released starting May 2nd, causing all of the projects that have not gone through their class year study to have to be re-inputted within the system and studied according to this cluster study. So few new items, just like anything else, when the market occurs, there's changes, a little bit of slowdown, but next season, we do anticipate people are going to love this, and we're going to see a lot of great improvements. Second piece of information to share with all of us today is regarding the transferability in the tax credit market. Currently, we're looking at 2024. We're estimating $47 billion is the size of the transferability tax market. The forecast is by 2030, that number is going to be jumping up to $100 billion per year. Now, when we look at these types of transactions, 80% of the tax credits are going to be coming from energy-related projects, like as the investment tax credit, production tax credit. Although these tax credits can derive from manufacturing, majority of them are going to be coming from projects. Tax credits on the transferability basis, usually those are trading for about 90, maybe 95 cents a dollar. Those do not come with the maker's depreciation, so just the transferability there. And that's that.
Thanks, Dave. Those were two great clean energy insights, especially like the transferability, which everyone's been talking about, which will allow a lot of clean energy development. I have also two exciting clean energy trends. Last week was Earth Week, and President Biden announced the ambitious plan to upgrade 100,000 miles of transmission lines over the next 5 years. Funding's available through the Grid Resilience and Innovation Partnership, which is a part of a DOE grant of $2.7 billion. This will help fund projects that will upgrade and modernize the transmission and distribution system to increase reliability and resilience to prepare for extreme weather, as well as to ensure clean energy in all communities across the nation. This is huge. Our transmission network across the country has not been upgraded in a long time, and it's really important that this step has been done, as also increasing distributed energy as well, which is another solution to it as well, of upgrading basically the transmission and distribution network. And this was according to PV Magazine. Also another clean energy trend from PV Magazine is Massachusetts expanded access to net metering, showing a commitment to distributed energy. The Department of Public Utilities expects ratepayers to save $10 million from this regulatory change. If you're not familiar, net metering is a process by which solar customers export their excess delivery of electricity to the grid in exchange for credit for the bills. The rate structure has been a primary driver in distributed rooftop solar across the nation. And this, they think, will, as I said before, allow ratepayers to save $10 million. This has been very different from other states like California. Last year, basically reduced net metering with NEM 2.0 to NEM 3.0, and then basically the credit by 75%, which basically then killed the residential market. These new regulations in Massachusetts are expected to help spur the deployment of solar facilities across the state, support Massachusetts' move towards electrification, and cut costs for residents and businesses. You've enjoyed 5 minutes of the best 4 clean energy trends, and we really appreciate you making the time to listen. If you've enjoyed the podcast, promote, like, 5 stars, become a subscriber on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you.